3 in parentheses. That is your Fargo rate. Fargo rating system says that Fight-Like a Girl has a 90% chance of winning this match. This race is 7. Well, PITA Mean Girls only have about a 10% chance of winning this race. So Fargo says that the girls from Tucson are outgunned. And the girls from Tucson say, bring it on. So we're going to find out. Lois Schmidt and Sofia Morquecho up first. Sofia's breaking the balls for Fight Like a Girl. And it's BCA rules, 8 ball. And the smack. And no ball, it's open. Or, no, I take that back. There's the ball. There it comes. The stripe fell in. Sofia's surveying the field. Small field, 3.5 by 7 diamond table. About 264 inches of rail, about 26 inches of pocket. So there's about 10% space a ball can leave the table legally. So when your cue ball scratches and you're sitting there thinking, how did that scratch? Keep in mind there's a 10% space on the table you can go into that'll drop off the table. And she makes that ball and then has shape on the 3. Probably come right up for shape on that 7. That's 6. That's right next to the cue ball. Right there. And if she can get the right angle, she can move that 7 and open it up for a table run. Nice and soft, nice and soft. Come up. Oh, did she come up? Perfect. Perfect. Now a little bit of left center English. She'll clip that 7, slide up by the 9, and have a shot on the 5 or the 4, and maybe the 7 if she hits it hard enough. She doesn't want to hit this too soft. Doesn't want to hit it too hard, of course, but not too soft. She wants to move that ball and slide. Just like that. That was very well done. Looking down at the 2 ball, looking over at the 5 ball. I don't think she can see the 4 ball. I don't think she can see the 7 ball. She kind of got stuck behind that 9. So she's forced to play either the 5 ball in the upper right-hand corner, or if she can see the 2 ball, the 2 ball. She should play the 5. The 5 is a big pocket. Having that 11 ball there, if she hits it wide to the left, it can hit the 11 and still go in. Now an 8 ball, in BCA rules, you just call ball in pocket. If it hits that 11 ball, you don't have to call that kiss. Just call ball in the corner pocket. And if it, however it goes in there, it could hit 5 balls and go in there. And since you call that pocket, it's good. She's got a shot on the 7 or the 4. Personally, I kind of like shooting the 4. She kind of likes shooting the 7. She can come down. If it hits the 8 ball, she might scratch. I don't think she'll hit the 8, but she could if she doesn't hit it just perfect. Now see, she missed the ball because she didn't cut it enough, and she missed the 8. Now had she cut that ball more, that means that that cue ball would not have come as far to the left, and it may have hit the 8 ball instead towards the corner. So keep those things in mind when you say, oh, I'd be right here, but I missed the ball, or I'm right here, I got shape, but not if you missed the ball, you're not, because you didn't hit the ball where you were supposed to, so your cue ball's not going to end up where it was supposed to. Nice shot by Lois. She's got 1 ball tied up. She's got 2 balls tied up. She's got that lower right-hand corner tied up, blocked by the 7 ball. She's got 13 straight in the side, but I think she's going to shoot the another ball, unless that ball goes in the... I don't know. I don't think I would be taking this shot now, because she's going to want that 13 for an angle for the 9 to deal with the 2 problem balls on the bottom. I believe this to be a better shot selection. Doesn't mean I'm right, guys, when I say that. Keep that in mind. And it's no disrespect meant to the player. None whatsoever. They're there, I'm back here. I'm talking about what they're doing it. And also, another thing to keep in mind is I can't see the angle exactly like they can, which might change the shot selection and how to shoot the shot. She's shooting that ball in the upper left-hand corner. She's going to want to slide by the balls, but I think she might hit the, yes, she did hit that ball. And now she's got a shot on the 13 ball, but she came into that shot with an angle she doesn't really want. It doesn't do her any good to go to the left side of the table off the 13. That's why she's looking to see if she can make this ball. And it's possible she can. She probably could make it if she hit it hard into the rail, into the ball. But I was going to say her accuracy would decrease. And her accuracy did decrease for the 13. Sophia will come to the table with 3 balls left on the table. One in a defensive position, but offensive for her at the same time. The other is pretty close to. Got to be careful when you shoot a shot like the 4 ball. Right where the cue ball is, right next to it, that you don't double hit it, because it would be a foul. And when there's very little space between the cue ball and your object ball, and you're shooting right in the middle of it, there's a tendency, if there's like less than an inch, or if there's like an inch and a half space, it's kind of common for some players. It can happen, for some players to kind of double hit the cue ball accidentally, and you don't really see it, but you'll hear it. And tough to make that call without a referee. But some players will not even bother shooting it, as she did not there for that purpose. She'd have a hard time reaching the ball, and her angle going to the ball, her body angle, and the cue stick angle would more than likely double hit that ball. And it'd be a foul and ball in hand. Now here's where I think Lois is going to want to go ahead and shoot that 6 ball into the rail, into the that 14 ball into the rail. Nope, never mind. And I will say one more thing. Skill levels vary here. Lois is an advanced player, and that is an advanced shot, a very advanced shot. She used her 13 to block the 4 and went ahead and said, I'm leaving you one choice. Move your ball out of our way. But she tied up her ball as a sacrifice, I guess, to get in that position. Very well executed shot. And Sophia says, I'm not moving our ball, okay? So I have a feeling that that Lois is going to move it for her. You know what a good shot here is? To make that 6 ball with a 9, if she could. If she could pocket their 6 ball with that 9 ball and come down here, it'd be nice. She's going to move it and replace it. Oh, or not. I think she was trying to hang that ball out. But she did a good job, and Sophia's going to go ahead and shoot down table again. Or bank the 6 ball, if she can't cut it. On the monitor, it looks like she can't cut it. Well, from where I'm standing, it looks like she can't cut it. So, but she does have a bank shot. It is available. She's calling the safety. I like some of the motions the players make when they're not playing the ball and they're saying safe. Yesterday we had a gentleman, Gary Tucson. He'd swing his arms out like a referee would, like an umpire would in baseball. You know, safe. Just kind of swing him out horizontally from the waist, going out, and he wouldn't say anything. You'd see his hands go safe, And then Sophia just waved it off with her hand, kind of like waved her left hand and said, safe. So in other words, saying, I'm not calling anything, I'm just shaking my hand. Cute little antics some people have. Lois looks like she's going to be playing this ball out to the open someplace. There you go. She's playing it to the side. Okay. Now let's see who chooses to open up that 413 first, and how. This is going to be a strategy battle with those two balls tied up over there. We're going to see which player forces which player to move it first. And by forcing, I mean leaving them a shot that they can't make, and an open shot, or make them kick at it. And if they don't make the ball, they'll have ball in hand, so they can just put the cue ball like against the rail on the left and shoot the ball on the side or in the corner, and have an easy shot with ball in hand to get out, to run the table. Oh, Lois, aggressive shot. I like it. Had she made that ball, she's out. She wins the game, because she would have made the 13 straight in, stopped it for the 8, and she was there. Now she's left Sophia one shot, the 4 ball down the rail. And no safety. I will say Sophia could choose to play safe. If she doesn't want to shoot it, she could go off the 2 ball to the head rail and off to the side rail, and put the cue ball so the 4 ball interferes with her shot for the 13. But more than likely she'll play this ball, because if she makes this ball, there's a reward. There's a 6 ball, and there could be position on the 8 ball. If she follows it, she is following it, so there's position on the 2 ball, excuse me, not the 8 ball. Make this ball, you got shape on the deuce. Made the ball, she did. Now shape on the deuce, come to the middle of the table, and you've got position on the 6. Avoid the 9, get shape on the 8, win the game. Sounds real easy from the booth. You got to do it on the table. Sophia Mortkecho was in the finals last night of the women's singles. So she placed. She did get double dipped, but I will say they were in quite a battle. It was a race to 3 that she got double dipped. It took almost 2 hours and 45 minutes for that to finish. It was quite the battle. They were having such defensive battles. It was something else. She's following this ball down instead of drawing the ball up. Don't hit the 9, or that can happen. She may have chosen, she would have been safer choosing to draw the ball back. But I will say, sometimes you want to draw the ball back 4 inches, you end up drawing it back 2 feet. Or, anytime you're using excessive English or quite a bit of English, things can go wrong. Side pocket for game number 1 for Fight Like a Girl. This is a race to 7 as a team. Casino that's sold in Tucson, Arizona. CSI presents the 2015 Tucson warm-ups for the 39th annual BCAPL National Championships. Have a good time in Vegas. And she's missed the ball, but didn't leave a good shot. I think you're going to see Lois hit this 9 ball real soft to the cue ball to the rail and try to put the cue ball back behind it, or go ahead and go for the win here, because the cue ball will be coming back over to the left side of the table. She can try to make this ball, have the cue ball come over for position on the 13, and then follow down for position on the 8. She's called the ball. But those are her choices. Those appear to be some of the choices. Another choice she could is, maybe cut the 13, but this is the much better choice. Make sure you don't hit this cue ball below center, and she's not, because she's close to the rail, number 1. But hitting it below center, she could scratch in the left-hand lower pocket. Looks like she, oh, just outside, but watch this cue ball. Watch this cue ball. Had she made the ball, she's straight into the same corner pocket on the 13. But she would have difficulty getting the ball down for the 8. But the fact that she missed the ball and left the cue ball behind the 8, Sophia's going to be hard-pressed to hit this 8 ball. I'm thinking the easiest way to hit it is go to the side rail, aim about where that chalk is, next to the cue ball, right up there, and just go up and tap the ball. Yeah, I don't even think you try to make it, because if you try to make it, you might go somewhere else. I want to just make a good hit on this ball. Make a good hit, and you're going to leave a long straight-in shot on the 13. I don't think Lois would shoot the 9. She's calling the safety. I don't think Lois will shoot the 9. If she shoots the 13, she's going to be hard-pressed to get a shot on the 9. Good, high percentage shot on the 9. Nicely done. Nicely done. But had that been a little softer and that cue ball stays where the 8 ball is, she'd have been straight in on the 13. The fact that the cue ball came back to the left side, it gives her an angle to move the cue ball towards the 9 for better position, much better position. Left low English and just kind of slide the ball over. She could end up straight into the upper right-hand corner pocket. She wants to leave the cue ball on the rail, right next to the 9. Oh, she tried to move it. Well, far be it from me. She made a great shot had she made it. But had she made it, she might not have tapped the 9 ball and been past it and couldn't cross it. I mean, couldn't come down. Cut down the rail for the 8 ball then. And they take a 2-game lead. 2-game lead in a race of 7. They won the first game over on table 1. And now they have a 2-game lead. You watched this game. You watched Sophia win this game for her team. And the other game was being played on table number 1. We didn't see that game. But I believe it was, I'm not sure who was playing over there, but we didn't see that game. And they won the first game. So now they're 2 games up in a race of 7. And Fight Like a Girl, their percentage is going to go up even higher. They're at 93.8. It's now at 96% of winning this match in a race of 7. They're at 96% to win. Okay, we got Tracy Price. You're watching Tracy shoot right now. And she's playing Donna Taylor on table number 1. We're going to click back over here to table number 33, which is the arena table. And Mindy Bradford will be facing Sofia Morquecho again. And we'll be going back and forth between the two, I believe. Looks like Tracy's looking at a couple of... she's looking at solids, but we'll let her fight that game over there, and we'll watch Mindy break the balls. Broke the balls good, and that cue ball just got herded into the left-hand corner pocket. I mean, it got kissed, stayed out, and then it got kissed again, and went right in. Ouch. So that gives Sophia ball in hand with an open table. Now we just watched her defeat Lois Schmidt, who is PITA's Mean Girls advanced player, and Sophia is Fight Like a Girls advanced player. So the table's open. Looks like she's going to take solids. Yep, and start out with that one ball. I couldn't fault her for taking either one. They're both available. Nothing's blocked. Everything's open. She's going to go with the 6 ball, then probably the 7 or the 5. The 5. She's going to come down a little bit, or she could go up, back up. So you could draw the ball a little bit for shape on the 7, making it easier to use the rail and come back up for the deuce than it would be to come down, give herself an angle, and then hold it for the deuce, which is on the side rail on the right, lower right part of the pocket. Harder, 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 harder. It's going to work. Oh, this worked out real well. She got on the deuce first. Now she'll want to come over to the left by the 13 to get on the 7 ball, and then take her cue ball up table for that 3 and 4. And she has missed the 2 ball. Now that's an example of what happens when you pay too much attention to getting the cue ball where you want it. You don't pay as much attention, or you take the shot for granted, and then try to put the cue ball where you want it. One of the pitfalls of playing good position is sometimes you pay more attention to the position than the shot, and your position won't work unless you make the shot. Never understood that. I always wanted my position to be work. Hey, look, I should shoot again because I got position, okay? And my opponents always say no. Mindy Bradford, player here in Tucson, Arizona. Husband Chris Bradford owns a pool fence business. They do great jobs with fences around your pool. Safety fences around your pool. This big old room was put together by Bad Boys Productions, CSI, and they've got a vendor's booth with billiard supplies. You've got June Hammond doing cue repair. You've got Rick Schmitz has a booth up for his Rick's Images. He takes pictures of pool players over the ball, addressing, shooting, and suitable for framing, and he'll sell it to you all framed up. Look great. Put it on your wall. You can have, he's got pictures available of these pros that he's taken. Some of the pro players that take pictures of you when you're playing in tournaments. Those are available through Rick's Images. And Mindy takes a shot at trying to make that 15 ball way up in the upper right-hand corner pocket. Comes around and gets by the 11, but gives up the 7-2 combination if she wants it, or just the 2 ball, and leaves the 7 down here for the next shot. I kind of like, let's see, I'm not sure what she's going to do here. Let's see if I can get some kind of indication. She's okay doing this. If she shoots this 3 ball, she has to make it and come down for the 2. But that means she's going to be forced to come up for the 4 ball off the 2 or off the 7. She'll have to travel the ball about 7 feet to get a good shot on the 4. Playing the 3 ball in the left-hand corner pocket. Careful with the scratch in the lower left-hand corner pocket. Oh, she's not going to hit this near hard enough. I'm not sure if that 3 ball dropped in because she hit it that good or because she was begging it to go in. It took a while to drop in, and that ball may have had time to hear Sophia go, "Come on, drop in." It did. Playing the 4, coming down for the 2 balls in the right-hand corner pocket. Lower right-hand corner pocket. She could extend, she could just use her stroke. There you go. You know, it doesn't hurt the cue ball when you hit it a little bit harder. Not at all. You'll probably find it responds a little nicer. She got a really nice angle on the 7 ball to go 2 rails to the center of the table. She'll want to hit this to the left of the ball as you look at it with a little bit of, she doesn't need any English, just hit it and make sure you get to the second rail and come off the second rail to be straight in. Over you go, right there. Very well done. She's straight in the corner pocket. All she has to do is follow through her stroke, aim it, follow through, and drop it in the pocket. The object ball is 2 1/4 inches. The pocket is 4 1/2 inches. Drop it in. They now are going to take a 4-0 lead. 4-0 lead. And looks like it's going to be 5-0 lead because hold on. I'm looking over at the other table, and they're starting the game. I thought maybe. Well, we've got Tracy Price and Donna Taylor locked in battle, hook and horns over there on table number 1. When we're going to have Lois Schmidt coming into the arena. Looks like she's going to be playing, I'm going to guess here, she's going to be playing Donna Taylor because Donna looks like she's getting her cues together. And she gave Sophia a fist bump, and into the arena she comes. Lois Schmitz versus Donna Taylor. Lois plays for PITA Mean Girls. She doesn't look like a mean girl. Just take a look at her. Does she look mean? No. Well, you can't look at her. We switch the camera. You're looking at the back of Donna Taylor, and Tracy Price is aiming a ball on the right side of your screen. There's Tracy in the reddish pink blouse and the black pants, getting ready to take her shot. As her team trails 4-0 in a race of 7. They're almost a lock, 99% according to Fargo, in winning this match. I will say I have been with a team that was down by 4 or 5 games at one time and came back to win the match. So it's a lock, but it's not as big of a lock as you might think. Not when it's 1 game at a time. Lois is going to break the balls versus Donna Taylor. Lois plays for PITA's Mean Girls, and she wants to have something to say about this 0.8% chance of winning. And Donna plays for Fight Like a Girl. I think Lois is going to get her mean face on. I'm not sure where she's going to find a mean face, but she wants to be totally focused here and make short work of this. And if she had it her way, Donna wouldn't get out of that chair until after the 8 ball was sunk and the score was adjusted. Open table, made one of each. A solid and a stripe. Open table. Looking at the 5, looking at the 4. Either one. Interesting. I'm not sure she wanted to go over there. I think she was trying to get shape on the 5 ball. I may be mistaken, but because now she has to back cut the 2 ball or shoot the 7 ball that's on the left side. And then she's chosen the 7 ball. Lois is smiling at Donna, telling her about her shot, and Donna's looking at her like, shoot. I'm your enemy right now. We're playing pool. I don't like you. I want to beat you. I doubt that these women ever think that. Some of the guys do. A lot of the ladies don't. Well, Lois, or PITA's Mean Girls, have the solids. So Donna has to survey the stripes and look for a shot. Let's survey the stripes. She's got a 12 ball tied up with a 1, and I believe everything else is open, especially if this 9 ball that's to the left of the cue ball goes by the 3, and she's put herself up against the 9 ball, up against the 8 ball. And the 9 ball does go by the 3, so she could bank this 15 ball on the left rail. It's close to the left rail. She could bank it if she wanted to. It's available. If she chooses to, excuse me. This brings Lois back to the table. She has the solids. She could start with a 2 ball in the side, or that's a 7 ball in the lower left-hand corner pocket. I guess she won't take the 2 ball on the side because it does not go by. If she could shoot the 2 ball, she would prefer to shoot that, because getting position from here, it's a little harder than getting position from there. And she went right to the shot that she wanted to shoot in the first place. Now she's going to want to kind of come over to about where the 9 ball is with the cue ball, so she can get a good shot on the 3. And then she'll probably bring it back a little bit for a shot on the 1, get on the 5, and make short work of this rack, because she'll get on the 8 ball and say goodnight. Yeah, she went up too high. Now the only shot available to her is the 5 ball. She's going to back cut this ball. My. This will be a shot and a half. I was going to say she's going to have to hit that razor thin. Well, she's left Donna a shot on the 9 ball in the side or the corner. The 12 ball is blocked, so that's not going anywhere. And the 8 ball takes care of the other 2 balls on the left side. So Donna's choices, 9 ball on the side or 9 ball in the corner. Meanwhile, on table number 1, Tracy and Peggy Hurst are bailing it out. There's no harm, no foul yet. Tracy just made a ball for, Peggy just made a ball for Tracy. And they're going back and forth over. They're battling over there. Meanwhile, Donna's called the ball on the side and made it. Coming down for, oh, nicely done. She's going to have to contend with this 12 ball sooner or later, but right now she's got a straight in shot on the 12 in the side pocket. She can actually play this and remove the 15 from there, bounce it over to the other corner pocket so she can shoot it there and try to find a way to get on this 12. Can't close the game out without getting on that 12 ball, and that 12 ball only has one hole to be shot at. The lower right-hand corner pocket. She could bank it right now. That's a pretty wild shot if she chose to do that. But I don't want to call it wild. It'd be a very aggressive shot. Kind of a run and gun shot. Because if it's missed, it opens up everything for Lois to run out, and Lois is rather capable of accommodating her and running out. Tracy and Peggy are still battling out on the other table. Battle. In an 8-ball, you really can't say who has an upper hand, because at any given moment, the player can shoot the 8-ball straight in, miss it, and the other player can just run out and win the game. And just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, up jumps the devil. Instead of winning the game, you've lost the game. Playing the 12 ball in the right-hand corner pocket. Oh, she'll close this game out right here. She'll play the 3 ball into the 1. Then she's going to start with the harder shot first. I didn't think so. She'll play the 3 ball into the 1. And she is going to start with the harder shot first. This is confidence. This is a lot of confidence. I can't think of too many players that would start here. Now, will she play the 1 ball or the 3 into it? She's going to play the 1 ball, come up just enough to get straight in on the 3, and follow the through. She went too hard. That's one way of playing it. And as you can see from where she's at, it was too hard. Another way to play that would have been to hit it soft, kind of come up to the up 1 diamond, be straight in for the 3 in the right-hand corner pocket. Play the 3 ball, just follow a little bit, be straight in to the 8. She likes these long shots. That was a beautiful shot. Hit that perfect, got perfect on the 8. She said, no problem. This is why I'm an advanced player. And you're not. Oh, don't scratch her. It did not. And I was about to say, she's not done yet. She's got some work cut out. Those little cut shots when you have the cue balls on the bottom rail and the ball's up a few inches, those little cut shots are tricky. Most people will miss them just like she did right there. They don't cut the ball enough. Cut it everything, because even if you hit the bottom rail, it can still slide in. But it won't slide in if you hit the side rail, unless it's underneath the corner of the pocket. So now this could completely turn around for Lois. Completely turn around. That would have been their first win too. I like this for Lois. I think she'll just hit this 8 ball and stay right on top of it softly and try to leave the cue ball on the bottom rail. Another thing she could do, this takes a lot of control, is hit the 8 ball really, really thin on the left side and try to come all the way up to the left-hand corner pocket. You know, you still chance leaving a shot on the 15 in the side, but it's a lower percentage shot than where the 15 sits now and the ball down table. Well, by the body English, Tracy just lost, so this score is now 5-0. Fight like a girl. I don't want to think what the I don't know what that percentage is going to go to now. He's gone to that side over there. This is well done. She has left Donna at one choice. Play the 15 ball, or the 12 ball that's right next to the cue ball, in one corner or the other. Well, as you can see, she was considering two choices. She's considering playing safe, or is she going to try to cut this ball? She's calling the ball. You learned a lot of things watching different players play, different skill levels play. Let me give you an example here. She makes this ball, it increases her chances of winning the game, of course, and she didn't make it. She blocked the pocket for the 8. Lois had just banked this ball in the left-hand corner pocket, where she just tapped the table. And I'd say she's got a good chance of making this shot. Put some right English on that cue ball and just take it right up. She's using different English, so she's going to have to hit it differently. But don't go in that pocket because you lose the game. Ouch. I guess that was a good move to play the 12 ball when she did. Had she made it, she stood a chance to run it, but ouch. A win nonetheless, and I believe the score is now 6-0. And Tracy is playing Sophia on table number 1. And I think we're going to go over there and pick. Yeah. They haven't updated the score, but they lost a game over there. They lost this game, so it's 6-0. Let's change this camera angle to the table where the game is being played and see if we can't. This is Tracy shooting right now. It looks like she's shooting this one ball to the corner pocket. But as you can see, there's quite a few balls on the table, so it's not close to being done. I just asked if we could possibly pick that table up and bring it over here, but they said that the balls wouldn't stay, so we can't do that. We'll have to use the camera angle as we have it. This is a tough road for these girls. According to Fargo, these girls are done. Stick a fork in it, they're done. But there's still a game going on. So it's a tough one, but they have a long road to come back. But I guess, the way I look at it when I'm down 6-0, and there are times I have been down 6-0, is I got to win them just like I lost them in a row. Because if you start thinking I'm done, you are. And I do recall a match, the very, very first big match I played in a tournament in Las Vegas. I was down 6-0 in a race to 9. Came back and won that match 9-7. Opening match. At 6-0, I took a break, walked outside, yelled at myself and said, "You came here to win your first 2 matches. You probably can't win the tournament, but you came to win the first 2 matches. Get it done." And I came back in and did it. Wish it would happen all the time that way, but that's not the case. It did happen that time. Now we're back to play on this game over here. We've got Lois again and Peggy Hurst. Now keep in mind, Peggy plays for Fight Like a Girl. Lois plays for PITA's Mean Girls. And they're not being mean today. They're being awful nice because they've given up 6 games and haven't won 1 yet. So come on, girls from Tucson. Win some games. Not that I'm rooting against the other girls. It's just that it extends the match. And you can watch more pool instead of having to wait for the next match. Who wants to look at a blank computer? And who wants to sit there and not listen to me? Are you kidding? Never mind. Don't answer that. She's going to get a rail, but didn't make the ball. She must have solid, so Lois has the stripes. I was looking over at Tracy's game, because if that one's over, they won't need to finish this one. It's a race to 7. They are trading 6-0. The game over on table 1 is, I guess, further along than this one, and could end. Is she shooting the 8-ball over there? Looks like she is. Looks like Tracy's shooting the 8-ball. I asked you a question and you can't give me the answer because you can't see. Nice guy, huh? Goes to show you that I like to ask questions I already know the answer to. That's the unit we should ask a question, actually, because you might be surprised at the answer, and you don't want to be surprised. Nice shot by Lois. That looked like it just tapered out away from the pocket, just a hair. Nap of the cloth, maybe, or maybe it was just my vantage point that made it look that way. Well, give me an update on the game on the left there that you can't see. Tracy is shooting at the 8-ball. Sophia has 5 balls on the table. Tracy missed the 8-ball. Sophia's come to the table with 5 balls on the table. Sophia is an advanced player. Tracy is not. Let's see how that turns out in a little bit. Meanwhile, Peggy attempted a combination, did get it done. This table is not open. You've got a 10 ball and a 13 that are tied up. You've got a 15 that she can use to open them up. So, well, Lois is walking out for a different bridge. She didn't like that one. Some players are rather particular about the bridge because it can scratch your scratch the shaft. Lois found the bridge she wanted, and she's playing the 11 ball. And she's come over to get shape for. She's probably trying to get shape for the 12 in that same pocket. Did not. And she's going to have to be able to get back to that right side of the pocket, right side of the table. And I guess we're not even going to bother finishing this game. Well, then let him finish the game. We will finish the game. But fight like a girl. Fought a little better than that and won. Well, they're going to finish this game, but they've already won, secured a win. Sophia's changing the score. She's their team captain and also the advanced player on that team. Lois is the advanced player, and she says, "Well, for giggles, we'll finish up. We'll finish up." Look how much more at ease the girls are now. Give you an example. Look how much more at ease they both are. They're both smiling. They're both. Now we're going to just finish this game, and it doesn't matter. But hits that ball. Ooh, oh, she hit the ball and goes in the pocket. Should I go out on a limb and say Lois will run out here? Two ways she can do this. I like making this ball, then playing the 13 to the side, following it for shape on the ball on the bottom, just like she did. Come right on down, make the other ball, get shape on the 8, and close it out. Unfortunately, it won't count. So, she actually missed. And she's 5 feet away from the 5 ball. She'll just come down by the side pocket on the left and make the 8 ball in the right-hand corner pocket. Just about like that. And even with the practice game, PITA's Mean Girls were shut out. 6-7-0. And our next match will be at